Hi, I'm Thane, that's Travis. We are doing our 2,000 point rematch of Tyranids versus Imperial Guard. So this is my 2,000 point Tyranid army. It's full of proxies again, but that's the way it's going to be until I see what the new codex looks like. This is going to be playing the role of a Swarm Lord. It's actually an old school Carnifex, but he's got the 4 claws, and that goes pretty well with the weapons of the Swarm Lord. These are going to be playing 2 Tervagants. The one is a old epic Biotitan, and the other one is Dementia, the 18-headed Hydra. Just a little bit off to the side is my other special character. This is the Doom of Malantai. It is being played by a Chthonian model, which seems also pretty appropriate, and it will be deployed by a Mycetic Spore. This is an old Exocrine, and it is going to be playing a Tyrannifex, and it has a giant gun. So obviously this is going to be one with a rupture cannon. Then I also have 2 squads of 12 Termagants with Devourers. They will be deployed by Spores as well. Then on this side is R2 units of Gene Stealers. The front is a group of 15, and behind them is a group of 6 young girl Gene Stealers. I've got 3 Hive Guard. They are being played by old school Tyranid warriors.
This time I've made some changes to my list. I brought some infantry. I have 2 infantry platoons with the flamers in the platoon command squads and grenade launchers. I've got 2 command squads, all plasma. I did away with the medics. I've got a Sly Marbo. I've got 1 squad of plasma vets without demolitions, and one of the infantry platoons brought along a heavy weapons squad with 3 mortars. I've got 3 vendettas for killing monstrous creatures. I've got a standard Leman Russ with heavy bolter sponsons and a heavy stubber. I got a Leman Russ Eradicator with a hull-mounted heavy flamer. I've got a Leman Russ Punisher with Knight Commander Pask with heavy bolter sponsons. Then I've got 2 Chimeras to cart my command squads around with.
Very nice. This is the battlefield. Let me see if I can scroll out here. So this is the terrain. We took out the big hills from the last battle and got rid of the pools of lava except for the big fountain. We got 4 pieces of area terrain and a little bit of blocking terrain. Okay, so we randomly determined mission just like last time. It's going to be Seize Ground, and it will be Dawn of War. So it'll be a total rematch of what we've done last time. We have 3 objectives. We have one over here between the forest and the fountain. We've got one on the edge of the forest, very close to my board edge. Zoom out. Nope, that's it. And then we have one on this forest, 1.5 feet in from that edge. I have started off with my, well, in this case, Swarm Lord and 2 Tervagants, and Travis has started out with nothing on the table. So starting off, I'm rolling for my swarms from the Tervagants. That one gets 14 and no menopause. This one gets 11 and no menopause. Off to a good start. I've seen battle reports online where people have had 4 or 5 of these and then they get kill points, and it's just like feeding your opponent tasty, tasty morsels. Scaly bonbons. This one will try to give catalyst to the Swarm. So it does, and this one will try to give catalyst to this group. And does. 6. that's it. Everything else is coming in by pod or reserve. Okay, so these guys move.
Thanks, Brooker.
That's what I...
We'll play 5 cover for that. If you're shooting across to, obviously 4 if you're shooting through that thing.
That's what I...
Sorry. And let's turn it on. Coming out of cover is going to be a good idea, but I figured I'd play it differently this time. Alright, this thing runs 2. Good for you. Good hard trying. And these guys run 2. The hive mind is being really wishy-washy today. Here comes the guard. This time he has nothing in reserve except Marlboro.
Marbo.
And we'll call him Marlboro.
It's an anagram for Rambo. He's not actually Rambo.
Well, not if you don't want to get sued. If I've learned anything about identifying.
Inches, hopping smoke.
That's a lot of infantry.
It's Imperial Guard.
Yeah, there's going to need to be a lot more murder this time.
Piss-ass guardsmen.
My God. I take it you don't fear my template weapons.
You have template weapons?
1 or 2. 1. So the command squads are in the chimeras and the...
Right. And then of course.
Okay.
Command squads are in the chimeras, infantry are on foot. Alright. I may come to regret what I have done.
I would like to think that you will.
We'll see if it's an option. Alright, Lehman Russ spotted and searchlighted the Hive Lord, or the Swarm Lord. Fired her battle cannon and scattered off and killed the Termagant. Heavy bolter hit home, but nothing got through that armor. The Swarm Lord's now searchlighted, so this Vendetta fired a twin link las cannon, hit, managed to cause a wound, and then this Vendetta also, having moved 12 inches, went ahead and fired a twin link las cannon, also got through and caused a wound. Alright, Nova Cannon, Eradicator fired its Nova Cannon at this Termagant, scattered off, only killed 1. Knight Commander Pask opened up with the Punisher Cannon and a heavy bolter at these Termagants. He was able to spot them, but thanks to Feel No Pain and their cover saves, we only killed 3.
You hit with
18 hits.
18 hits, a ridiculous number of cover saves. End of turn 1, the guard managed to get 2 wounds on the Swarm Lord, because I forgot that Feel No Pain doesn't protect against las cannons. That's going to be a problem. The guard tried to move up, but they were kind of in each other's way. They killed a few Termagants out of each squad, but overall not a whole lot of damage on the first turn. And of course nothing was done to the Imperial Guard. So this unit of Gene Stealers, the Swarm Lord is going to be giving me a +1 on these rolls, so I need 3s. They come in. They come in. They do not come in. Doom of Malantai comes in, and Young Girl Gene Stealers fall off the table. Do not come in. So 1, 2 over here, 3, 4. 4. I am going to re-roll that, although that's really not horrible. 6. I will come in on... I'll come in on this side. Almost took a Broodlord this time.
He doesn't suck.
No. Alright. So Doom of Malantai, I want to drop him near a bunch of infantry, but preferably where he's not going to fall off.
Tough to do. They're backed up against the...
Exactly. It's all high risk from here. I'll try to put him right here.
Ooh. Cross my fingers.
Yep, he could go off the board, there's no doubt. And he could just fall way out of range, too. Okay. Hit! That is exactly what I wanted. Hi, guys. Are going to try to go here. And that is also a hit. I've been insanely lucky on scatter dice in both games.
And I haven't had a hit yet.
6. How many things can you multi-assault?
As many as you can get into.
I was much more decisive about the pods this time. I feel like I'm growing as a person. Growing as a pod. I have this vision of a whole lot of termagants trying to climb back in their pod. Not here! Not here! This is Turbidon. Oh, he rolls doubles, he gets 12 out. And the other one...
I'll try to free up some more for you.
Wow, 16. But they were both done. GW for not making those metal anymore. Yeah, that'd be a wonderful roll for you guys. I want you to guard that objective.
It's the Pikachu battalion.
It is. I mean, honestly, what else are they going to do? Yeah, get in there, guys. Someone's got to go get that objective.
Might as well be you.
Do these things give cover to monstrous creatures?
Intervening models?
Yeah.
If they obscure half the model, they have the same rule as vehicles. They have to be 50% obscured. Now if they're in the open, we can... Especially if I use the Punisher, it would be good against that.
So the Doom of Malantai, using his Ultra Broken, Let's Kill Everything rule, devastated these two squads. This squad actually made its morale test on 3 dice. The command squad took 3 wounds, and the squad in back took 7 wounds. And then whatever's in the transports isn't affected. Okay, so the pod lashes out with its tentacles and gets one immobilizing hit on it, and then its venom cannon scattered slightly, but still hit it and did a weapon destroyed. So it's down a las cannon. So this took a shot at him. It did hit with one, but it only rolled a 1, so it glanced off. What a pity. So the pod reached out and struck this 3 times, but it was side armor, so needed 6s to glance and failed to do so. He fired his venom can at it, and it scattered back onto him. So it killed 3 of my termagants, which I should have had shoot first. So the termagants with devourers shot up his mortar squad. They scored 15 hits, 10 wounds, perfect average on it, and just killed them with the cover saves. The Doom fires its Cataclysm at this, and of course it scatters off and hits a termagant, but it makes its cover save. So that's it for Tyranid shooting. I had a bunch of guys run forward. The Swarm Lord has run forward behind some termagants, but I think it's going to go badly for him. He's got way too many las cannons left. And that's it. Almost forgot this combat over here. Brooker kindly let me go through and finish it, even though technically we called an end to the turn. This is the aftermath of just this Gene Stealer assault. The Gene Stealers lost none, and they took out the command squad and the squad that was in front. They 7 survived out of the other squad. You know.
Can't move. Things are going to move out.
You may want to get out of range of the Doom, although maybe you can't, I don't know. Or maybe you just want to go kill the Doom.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Let's open up a lane here so I can try to kill it. Jump out of your transport.
That is handy.
That's how you set someone up for a first turn dickhole punching.
At the end of Imperial Guard movement, the tanks crept up. They seem to leave the Gene Stealers alone. I'm sure that squad is like, guys? They all moved out and deployed a ton of troops to come kill the Doom of Malantai.
So, Standard Guard squad, Veteran squad, what's left of a command squad, and another Guard squad unloaded on the Doom of Malantai. Only put 5 wounds on him though. Gotta figure out a way to finish him off. So, the command squad and the Chimera fired through the firing ports at the drop pod, and they were able to kill it without any gets hot. So the Chimera itself fired at the Mycetic Spore, causing a wound. Knight Commander Pask took aim at the Swarm Lord, inflicted 11 wounds, but between Feel No Pain and his armor save only inflicted 1. Alright, all one shot he was able to fire. He cleared out the drop pod, or this Mycetic Spore. He managed to hit, killed 7 termagants in the blast. So the Lehman Russ Eradicator fired at the center Hive Guard and managed to put 3 wounds on the unit, killing 1 of them.
No.
Alright, put 3 Twin Link Glass Cannon at the Tyranifex, and all 3 missed twice. Alright, so the second Vendetta fired at the Hive Guard, inflicted 1 hit, failed to wound. So finally, my busted up Vendetta puts 1 wound on the Tyranifex with a las cannon.
The Gene Stealers continue the slaughter. They killed 7 out of the unit. Gonna, I guess, take the morale check on it.
You need snake eyes.
Okay.
Nope. wiped.